Le directeur de l'Alliance française, M. Stéphane Amallier, His Excellency the Ambassador of France, Mr. François Richier, the Consul General of France, Mr. Fabrice Etienne, the Director of Alliance Française, Mr. Stéphane Amallier. This moment, it's a great moment. I would like to thank all of you, and I thank, of course, my mother, who first gave me money to learn French at Alliance. It was not very, very cheap. So it was difficult. She's here today with us, and my family, of course, my wife and my daughter. We have my friends, my childhood friends, my students, my colleagues, vice chancellors of universities, famous writers are all here. But very importantly, we have a guardian like Ruby Pal-Chaudhuri, who's so tender and affectionate. We have Gayatri Chakraborty Spivak, one of the greatest thinkers in the planet in the last 40 years. It is she who introduced Jacques Derrida to the world, translating of grammatology, and she's here in a quiet corner. And of course we have many others. Les premiers moments de cette histoire d'amour, c'était comme le clapotement de la rivière qui m'a réveillé du sommeil, de l'obscurité profonde. I shall remember the music of the French language when my professor at St. Xavier's, P. Lal, read out an exquisite dialogue interlaced with French from Shakespeare's Henry V. Or was it Verlaine's Chanson d'automne, which tinged my nerves with sizzling pain? Or Rimbaud's J'ai embrassé l'aube d'été. Les premiers moments de cette histoire d'amour, the first minutes of this story of love. আমি গ্রীষ্মের উষাকে আলিঙ্গন করেছি, প্রাসাদের শীর্ষে তখন কিছুই নড়ছিল না, জল ছিল নিথর, তার পর প্রথম উদ্যম হলো একটি ফুল যে তার নাম বলল আমাকে. Traduction Euro de Métro, le plus grand traducteur de la littérature bengali, littérature française en bengali. Dans cette partie du monde, I would like to mention his name because he was by far the greatest pioneer. And of course, Chobit Desh, Kobitar Desh, France beckoned me. The country of poetry, the country of painting beckoned me. Votre langue m'a séduit. Elle m'a fait des avances que je n'ai pas refusées. I fell in love at a young age. It had all the ingredients of love story, the same pain and joy. And the spell is not yet broken after all these years. In a dim, distant, unrecorded age, this is Rabindranath. We had met, thou and me, when my speech became tangled in thine. My speech became tangled in thine, and my life in thy life. Mon épouse a supporté cette rivalité avec grâce et patience. My wife suffered, but tolerated this rivalry with French with grace and patience. I belong to a great country which has a surface area of 3,287,000 square kilometers, which speaks 1,652 languages. And Bengali is the second largest spoken language after Hindi. And we are the fifth in the world now, with 220 million native speakers. We are the fifth in the whole world. And for colonial reasons, we were the first Anglophones, because Calcutta was the capital of the British Empire in the east. But our deep attachment to France goes back to more than 200 years. Mr. Ambassador, Monsieur François Richier referred to this aspect. The Bengalis' fascination for the hexagon, France has the shape of a hexagon, is proverbial. During the British Empire, it was part of a desperate quest for an alternative discourse. The first Bengali-French dictionary was compiled in the 1780s. 20 years before the establishment of the Fort William College, and 3 decades before the publication of the English Bengali dictionary. So you remain pioneers here, even here, during the British Empire. And of course, Raja Ram Mohan Rai, who heralded the Renaissance, saw a French ship while going to Bristol. He dragged his feet out into the deck with a broken leg and saluted the French flag and said, "Liberté, égalité, fraternité." And he was received by Louis Philippe in France. And the Derosians hoisted the French flag on the top of the Octoloni monument in Calcutta in 1830 after the revolution. And they threw a banquet where Raja Ram Mohan Rai attended in 1830. This was happening in the nose of the British Empire. And so we have a long history. A young girl called Toru Dotto, who died at the age of 21, and her sister published an anthology of French poetry in the 1860s and wrote the first French novel outside France. So what is very important is I'm trying to play the sitar, the 3 strings, Bengali, English and French. I am trying to create a new narrative. Those who read Kumer Dorjateli, I have about 250,000 readers every Sunday. I write on French literature basically, but I know that I'm creating a new magical prose, and the main insight I'm getting is from French literature. As the plasters crumble everywhere, I'm doing my role of a passeur. My friend Jean-Marie Leclésier wrote to me que je suis un passeur. I'm trying to do that, a ferryman between cultures. It's not easy. It's a lonely road. I have shirked limelight. Je courais jamais après l'argent. I'm doing my work in my own private sail. I have a lot to do. I have promises to keep. J'ai une mission à accomplir. Je le ferai. Vous inquiétez pas. I will do that. Thank you very much.